I feel like we need to have that breaking news sound, like beep 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 beep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, where are you going?
Woo, wee, woo.
That's where I was going.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Alert, alert, alert.
Breaking news, gang. We are
Tune in.
here. We are here for a important emergency mini episode of the pod.
This is an emergency news conference.
If you're reading this, watching this, listening to this, you know what?
If you're hearing us.
If you're here, you guys, major breaking news. Sarah J Maas.
On a Friday night, too.
On a Friday night. She gave us proof of life, which I feel like people really needed from her because I think that people were getting worried. But we got a very, very, very short little reel from her.
Yeah. With a lot of details.
Where do we even start? But also nothing.
Yeah. Well, in true
classic.
Yeah, Mommy Maas fashion.
We wanted to break it down for you, so we're coming into your ears on an off day just for like a little special edition mini episode.
Yeah.
We got to talk about it.
I'm ready.
It was crazy. I can't believe she just fired this off on a Friday night, willy-nilly. The poor Brits, you saw them on TikTok the next day. They were very upset because
she forgot about us.
They were very upset.
It was interesting to me that it was, okay, this tells you where we are. We're East Coasters.
Mm-hmm.
After hours, if you will.
Yeah, but still relatively early in the evening.
Yeah, but it was like, what, 7 something?
6 or 7 o'clock. It was relatively, yeah, because we were at work still.
No, I wasn't at work. No, I was on the sofa. So you FaceTimed me. It was like 6:30 or 7. Yeah, something along those lines.
And I was like, SOS, it's happening. It's happening. Sarah has posted. So she posted a clip. If you've not seen it, I urge you to pause and go look at watch it and come back because we're going to talk about this for the next little bit. And I can't simply tell you every detail. How many times have you watched it?
Probably 5 or 6.
Yeah. I've watched it a few more than that, but
well, that's
where do we start?
A couple of things of note.
Okay.
Decomposition notebook.
Fascinating.
Feels very important.
It being a notebook.
Yes, because she has said in interviews past that she does not plot on paper. She plots in her head. We saw the closing of the laptop. I actually didn't go back, and I wanted to go back and identify the stickers on the laptop.
Yes, the sticker, one of the stickers is from, is it Bob's Burgers, I think?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like one, it's like a cartoon.
Yeah.
The other one, I have not surmised what it is.
I'll need to go back and look at that because
I think it's important. I feel like everything it feels very Taylor Swift.
Correct.
Everything is
Easter
a clue. Everything is important.
Which is why I think the decomposition notebook is very important.
Yeah, and you're talking about what the cover of it is.
Not even, I think that even that it's called a decomposition notebook, I know that that is a brand, and the feedback that I got from some of our swirlies last night at the Team USA rugby outing
is amazing. Okay,
was that it looks very much like Terrasson.
Of course, that's where I thought you were going. Okay, yes, because it's giving green and very like mountain, which is also where she was when she posted it. Because we also have confirmation that she was at
the Yellowstone Club. Yes.
Yellowstone Club. Sorry.
Yes.
So like it's giving mountains. It's giving outdoorsy. Which,
and if you'll remember, the last post that we got, proof of life post from her, she was also
in the mountains.
It was giving a very similar locale.
But I don't know that means really anything well, that's not true.
Everything means something.
It does. But we know that this was an ACOTAR update,
100%.
Not a TOG update.
But I do think now that we know what we know from Crescent City, that...
Also, should we spoiler alert now?
Oh, I guess if you're tuning into this and you haven't completed your Maas Universe journey.
My sister, I'm speaking to you. Get out of here. I know you haven't read Crescent City yet. Scram. Come back when you're done. Because I will not be the one to spoil that.
But if you're tuning into this, you know going into it that you're going to get some spoilers.
That's fair.
Because you have had some time to do the work.
Okay. Now, sorry, we're deep into it.
So I think it's important, in my opinion, that it is a decomposition notebook. She could have chosen any notebook. She could have chosen a random notebook that had a woodland motif on it. A decomposition. I did
Woodland
a little
motif, i.e., wink at Elaine.
Correct.
Or
green,
gardening, flower,
correct, like
springy,
earthy.
Well, earthy to me is more terrace. I mean, literally terra, earth.
Sure,
you know,
but
like,
I think that we are going to find that how closely related those two things are.
I think we maybe need to pause really quick and back up, and let's talk about like some things in the videos, and then we can go on our little rabbit hole of like what the next book is talking about.
We also find
before this, I'm dying to talk about this. Is it a 6
or a B or a D? Sorry.
What the hell does a D have anything to do with it?
I think it's 6 through 8.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it says ACOTAR 6 through 8. Also, as we previously mentioned, everything is important. She said drafts, plural.
Yep.
Hear me out. I am ready to die on this hill. I can confirm me, bookseller, when I order Frost and Starlight,
it's a 0.5.
It is a 3.5. It is a novella. I understand that is the 4th book, but I am telling you, it is a 3.5. That is just in publishing world. That is what that looks like. Do with that information whatever you see fit. That means, to me, you've got ACOTAR is 1, ACOMAF is 2, ACOWAR is 3, Frost and Starlight is 3.5. This is book 4.
And my glasses.
And your glasses. So, having said all of that, now these are going to be out of order.
Well,
having said all of that,
let me help you
the
here.
The update was for ACOTAR 6.
Which technically...
Now, what is the word that I always say wrong? Colloquially, this will be ACOTAR 6. Right? Like, it will be the 6th book, the 6th
physical
piece of literature that will be out in this series. But this is book 5. This is ACOTAR 5.
Right.
I suspect my ancient alien theorist is this is the next book. I think the book that we are about to get is not ACOTAR 6. I think the next published book will be 5. I think she just told us, and here's the second one, and I'm done with this one too. Or draft 1 is done.
Does that
make sense?
Yes. That would make more sense from what our internal sources have revealed to us.
Correct. So I suspect that we have now entered a phase where if you look at her publishing history and her like announcement release kind of timeline, we are now entering, because she typically, and this is all typical and these are all like roundabout, I'm not going to get into like the numerology of all of it because like I don't understand it enough to go that deeply.
I love that.
I can't.
I love that someone is though.
Oh, 100%. But typically speaking, oh, hi, Nigel.
You were doing so well with your baby.
Oh, okay. Come here. Okay. Typically, she announces her books about 6 months in advance, and then the book is released.
You want to be a part of this conversation? What do you have to add?
He's desperate here. So, that is typically her timeline. So if we assume that she is going to release in, let's call it January, February of 2026, which is kind of what we have been theorizing anyway, based on some other very large romantasy book releases, then we're just now entering that 6-month sort of timeline starting like right now.
So do you think that it would technically be considered in the publishing world a drop-in then because it hasn't been announced?
No.
Got it.
No, I don't think this would ever be a drop-in. I think there's just too much at stake. There's too much money. There's too much opportunity that they would lose out on. I don't think that we'd ever get a drop-in from like a Sarah J Maas.
Interesting.
Just my thought. Listen, it could certainly happen. A drop-in is basically a very short turnaround time for a book. Like it gets announced and it's like a surprise album.
Sure.
It's announced and the book is released like 2 weeks later. Or a week later. Bieber. Exactly. Something like that. I don't foresee that being the case here.
Okay.
But that's just an opinion that that's based on nothing. That's just like what I would
This is not
guess.
A fact-based analysis.
No, I'm just guessing. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
So, having said all of that, let's just pretend that that's true. Let's pretend in 2 weeks to a month from now, we get the announcement of the next ACOTAR book. I think it will be ACOTAR 5.
Wait.
And that's what will be released in, let's call it January.
February. Pause. So if you believe that what we saw was 6 through 8, you think that she has drafted
that's
up to 8 books?
Well, that's where it gets complicated. And I think that kind of counteracts my
correct
6 through 8. I don't know. Maybe it's draft number 6, 7, 8. Because you do multiple drafts of a book.
Sure. Or
I don't know.
Or it is 6D if 5's already gone to publish.
Or at least has already been turned in. Let's call it turned in. Mm-hmm.
Then that would account for drafts 5, and then 6-D could be 6 draft.
I don't think it's a D. I think if anything, it's an arrow. 6 and then an arrow. Have you seen this? Yeah, so there's kind of a couple of different prevailing thoughts on the internet as of today. Here, what has it been, 36 hours or whatever since she dropped this news? It's either a 6-8, so a 6 through 8, a 6-D.
Yep.
I don't fully understand what that would mean. And then
see, 6, I take that to mean 6, and it's a draft, so it's not a finished version of it. Okay. So it is a draft.
Okay. Or a 6 and then a arrow.
To what?
I mean, just to say it's in here.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Enter. I don't know.
I don't love that theory.
Nor do I. Nor do I. I mean, I think it's more fun to think it's 6 through 8, but also 6 through 8 in one composition notebook. Or
I think the composition notebook is a red herring. I do not think that there is anything of any substance in the composition notebook.
Or it's just notes. It's truly just stream of conscious, perhaps names or color schemes. I don't think that the book is written down in that notebook.
Yeah, I don't even think it's plot points. I think maybe it is just some overarching
doodles.
Nesta has yada yada color eyes because she has said in the past about her beta readers and her editors that she couldn't do it without them because they catch all those little things that she forgets. So maybe it's those.
Sure. Just little characteristic details and stuff. Sure.
Yeah. But I do not believe for 1 second that it's written down. To me, that
doesn't make sense for her.
Not only for her process, but it's also so risky for her as an author. You've got to believe that there are people out there trying to snipe whatever they can from her.
Of course.
Hacking into that cloud.
Absolutely.
Trying it all.
Absolutely.
As we've seen historically with big releases.
Sure.
Specifically with a series that shall not be named. But
yeah. I mean, just even the Twilight books, I think, had problems with this too back in the day. But that was a time before the internet, right? So it felt different. If it did get leaked, it was could be contained. Versus now, if it got leaked,
there's no containing
literally
it.
Everybody would know.
Yeah.
But oh my god, I just am so excited. I'm so happy to finally feel
some news.
Well, and it's very much to me. She's yeah, I'm done with my part. Here you go. Everybody can get off my dick now.
Yeah.
I'm done. Here, or not done. Are they ever done?
No.
But no, here it is. Do with that what you will.
I think that I am standing beside 6 through 8.
Okay.
I think that it will
ACOTAR 6, 7, 8, to be clear.
Correct. And I think that
so
it will
crazy.
Fully wrap up this part of the experience.
So do you think, hold that thought. So if you think this is 6, 7, 8, do you think she's calling the next book 6? You're right?
I don't know.
Of 5?
Because
if that's the case, that means 4 more.
Correct.
ACOTAR
I
books.
could see it being 4 more books. Just because of what we know. Again, spoiler, with the crossovers from the other series, I think that we know that Crescent City is going to get 1 more book.
Correct.
Well, I mean...
No, that's been confirmed.
She's confirmed it? Okay, so we get 1 more Crescent City book. In theory, we are done with Throne of Glass. Although, I don't think we're done with the characters or those worlds. Much like the Crescent City situation.
Okay.
So I think that you can flesh out the back half and close up this world in the time that we're living in, and then she starts the new series.
Okay.
So really, it would be 5, I think, is done, and I think it's loaded and ready to go. I think that will be the announcement. What I'm going to call book 5, right?
Okay.
So then 6, 7, 8 will finish out the series, and then she will come out with, what is it called?
Well, I think we're going to get an ACOTAR book.
And then Crescent City.
And then Crescent City.
Yep.
4. And there is a clip of her from is the Today Show with Jenna Bush Hager.
Yep.
When Shadow and House of Flame and Shadow came out, she's doing an interview with her, and she is talking about, I know the next 3 books. And she says it's going to be an ACOTAR book.
Yep.
Then she says, I know the next 2 books, and it is like intimated that then it's Crescent City,
and then
another book that she's very excited about. She's been thinking about it for a long time, and the takeaway, I think, for us
is it's a
you
new
and
series.
No, that it's somehow a Throne of Glass book. You know what clip I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do, but I don't know that it's going to be a Throne of Glass book. I think that it could very much be tied into what we already have, but it will be Throne of Glass characters. We will see them in the metaverse enter our ACOTAR world.
That makes me so happy.
And then I think we finish out ACOTAR, and she's able to go on, because we know that she
has this dream of doing this God series, which you think it might be the gods from Throne of Glass.
Correct.
That's your thought.
Yeah, because I think this, in my opinion, and as it was confirmed in my assumption, I think that this is pretty clearly a confirmation, when we got the crossover of the world walking and Bryce in Crescent City.
Yeah.
So I think that it is a metaverse, that all of these universe are happening at the same time, or they're within one universe, I guess. Different.
These worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are happening simultaneously, hence the world walking.
Yeah.
And then we can layer in the gods on top of it all.
Okay.
That's my theory.
Okay.
But again, I'm a vibes reader, so I can't give you the text.
I get a little, we've had this discussion 1,000 times. I get very hung up on the time of all of this, and I don't know that it really matters all that much, but for my brain to really make it all make sense, I think that this is all very linear. Yeah. Like, I think these are not necessarily, as you describe them, layered on top of each other. Mine is more of one long line.
You see it as an evolution more.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Because we know, confirmed from Crescent City world, that like there are descendants of our Throne of Glass characters in Crescent City world.
But I think that removes the world walking piece of it.
I don't know that it does. I think I think of it more as time, like time travel versus parallel universes.
Interesting.
That is how I.
That's how I
interpret it.
More of like a
when Rhysand helps Aelin fall through time, because I think that is how it's described at some point, or she's like falling through
space
time continuum, whatever. I'm thinking that she is traveling through time, not necessarily space.
Okay. See, and I think you think of it more as, if you're a Loki Marvel girl, you think of it more of the TVA, where it's like a timeline, and then in that world, in that universe, right? If something happens to disrupt the timeline, it's a branch, and they have to come in and like stop it so it gets back on the timeline. You're thinking of it this way, and I'm thinking it more of like a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Now, which is correct? I don't know. Or is it sort of a combination of the two? Maybe.
Or are we totally wrong and she's...
Well, I just can't. I don't know how else you explain that we know that... Oh, no. See, now I'm going to do the thing where I can't... Lydia. Lydia has Rowan's ring. We know that. Like, it is described. It's the emerald ring. It's Rowan's ring. Like, we know that she has that because... And she's also described looking like Aelin and Rowan, right? Like a nice little combo. She's also a shifter, also like Rowan. So, like, to me, they are her, like, 100 times great-grandparents or whatever that looks like. That's just my thought.
See, and I think there is a
but then
possibility.
I talk myself out of it.
Well, see, I think there's a possibility that something happens after we leave Rowan and Aelin where there's a threat and they have to world walk to make it safe for their offspring.
Well, and then I sort of contradict myself, because you can't tell me that Rune Dannon's mom isn't Rhysand's sister. I am convinced that when Tamlin beheaded them, killed them, whatever, he put Rune's, at least his sister, also maybe his mom. I think his mom is probably actually deceased, but minimally his sister in the pool of starlight, which is a portal, and put her through this portal to save her, or she did it herself. We don't need no man to save us. And maybe she goes through and she ends up in Crescent City World, married to Autumn King, and hence Rune Dannon, which is why Bryce, when she world walks and she winds up at Azriel's feet and nobody else's, we can come back to that later, she sees Rhys and she goes, why is Rune here? Like, the thought crosses her mind because they look so similar. Anyway, I don't know.
I don't disagree with you. I just stand by world walking versus
I don't know,
time travel. I think
stand 10 toes down on none of these. I don't know.
I
think
also
it's maybe all true.
I also think I am still not convinced that Rhys is a good guy.
Okay.
I just this is where I go with like the decomposition notebook. I think that we're gonna lose somebody that's important to us.
If it's Azriel, I swear to God, if that man does not know a moment of peace, I'm going to be sick. Or if he gets his moment of peace and it lasts for 5 fucking minutes and he's dead, I'm going to be devastated.
I don't know. It feels so easy to me that Rhys is the good guy. And I just think that there are a lot of convincing theories that it gives Tamlin the redemption arc.
God, I think Tamlin can have a redemption without Rhys being a bad guy. And now this I'm willing to stand 10 toes down. We know that Rhysand is based on her husband, Josh. Sarah J Maas's husband, Josh. And I just can't believe that she would then make him the ultimate villain.
I don't know. Okay. But we believe that there was potentially some disagreement between Bloomsbury and Sarah about the direction of the series.
I'm so nervous. Oh, I see. Okay.
And
sure.
I think that this makes perfect sense. If her intent all along was that Rhys was not as good as we believe that he is.
God, you're killing me.
And something shifts. Bloomsbury would be nervous about that play.
I'm sick.
Right?
I just don't know. First of all, we know nothing. We have zero insider scoop.
But Sarah, if you want to call us and like give us some inside scoop, we're happy to take the call.
But like, before we go any further, we don't know shit about shit.
Correct.
We are mere speculators.
We're on the same internet that you guys are on.
That's exactly right. But that's crazy. Okay, sure. Do you want to go down this road? I can't. I can't accept that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I think
it's genius. If that's where we're going,
true,
it is genius.
Big if true.
Yeah.
Big if true.
Yeah.
Huge if true, even.
Okay, Trixie. Oh, sorry, Katya.
Oh, careful.
I would be Trixie in this scenario.
I'm like, my flabbers are gasted. I just think that the original trilogy, ACOTAR, ACOMAF, ACOWAR, that is Rhys and Farah's story. It's kind of wrapped up now that Farah has had the baby. She's fine. The baby is fine. To me, their story is pretty wrapped up. I don't know that we get that big of a character development for Rhys this deep in the game.
Interesting.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Because now I think and my God, if that turns out to be true, what are we playing at? Like, what's the goal here? And I think we've got so many characters that we have to wrap up. Adding a Rhys wrinkle like that seems how?
I think we get it from someone else's POV.
Okay. Well, we already know like Nesta can't fucking stand him, right? Like there are people who don't like Rhys. Duh.
And I think we haven't really buttoned up the Morrigan of it all.
Oh my God, we've got more. Let's just think. We've got more Eris, Asriel, Lucian, Elaine, the Firebird Queen, the human queens down in the south that Lucian's been fucking around with.
Lucy,
Tamlin. Who are we missing? I feel like there's somebody else. Oh, we still really don't know what Amryn is.
Correct.
Where she came from, what's her deal. And I feel like there's somebody else that we're like not forgetting. And then we still have like, I don't think that we're done with the crossover piece. So like you still have Bryce and Crescent City cohort.
Yeah, we need to see how. I don't know that in the next book, if we're calling that ACOTAR 5, ACOTAR 6, whatever you want to call it, the next ACOTAR book, I don't know that we're going to get. I think that what we're going to get in terms of pushing the Crescent City plot forward is only going to be what is from their POV. So my guess is it's an Asriel book, that the next book is from Asriel's POV. Now, whether that also includes Elaine, I'm not sure. I'm sure that it does.
I think it's going to be more Elaine than him. Even.
I think it's going to start.
I think it starts when Bryce
falls
up
at his feet, right? And
Agreed.
it's like,
Agreed.
oh, what the fuck is this?
Right, because we've got so all of that Crescent City is Bryce's POV.
Right.
We got to know what are our Valarian friends doing, because they got to be going, who the fuck is this? Where did she come from?
What does it mean?
And you know that Rhys is like, well, we need to figure out how did she get here?
We know that he knows about this because he had the little astronomy stat.
That we learned from Cassian.
Correct.
Sure. I'll give you this. I do think that Rhysand knows a lot of information that he has not shared. I don't know that it's with malice. I don't know that he realizes that it's like not ancient history. I think he knows all this stuff, but he's like, well, yeah, but this was hundreds of, if not thousands of years ago. It doesn't seem relevant. So that is the path I'm choosing to believe.
Okay.
Is that yes, I do think he knows a lot more. I don't know that it was purposefully withheld. I just don't know that he felt like it was.
I think that Rhys's goal, which right, wrong, or indifferent, is to protect his people.
100%.
And if that means withholding important information from,
not above that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, I think that there is an argument to be made if he's not 100% good, which, listen, we're all human beings, right? We're all flawed. He's not a human, but you know what I mean.
Sure.
That the moral question will come into play of, well, he withheld the information.
Sure.
So it's like, is it lying or is it lying by omission? Is it still lying?
I just think it depends on the circumstance. Like if he's gonna go, well, yeah, I knew that, but why would that have mattered? I hear you. I hear you. I think there's some merit, and I think that it's really fun to think that he's like an ultimate villain.
I don't know villain. I don't know if he's the ultimate villain. I just don't think that his motives are 100% above board.
Okay, let's talk about a couple of high level things here. So. Any predictions on the name?
I have. What was a Court of Mist and Fury? Was the last one? No.
Jesus.
Silver Flames.
A Court of Silver Flames.
Oh, it's got to be something Earth related.
I think yes. Yeah. So I think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna have an and in it. I don't think it's gonna be Frost and Starlight.
Oh, you think it's gonna be
Ruin? I think it might just be like Silver Flames. Like I think it's gonna be of a thing. I think it's going to maybe have the word ivy, leaves,
a court of gardens and flowers.
Perfect. Nip.
Zucchini and squash.
Clip it there. That'll be the answer. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe ivy and leaves. I like the thought of leaves because that can also be kind of fall, which would also kind of like bring in Lucian a little bit. If it is something, I do think it might be like two very different words to pull Azriel in.
You think it could be something with spring?
Such as?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, do you think it could be a chord of spring and...
I think it would be like spring and darkness. Like something dark, like something very opposite. Antithesis, if you will. So that's just... I think our guy Az is a huge part in this next book.
What if it's a chord of spring and shadows or something like that?
Ooh, love that. Do we have a shadow? Well, we've got House of Flame and Shadow. So I don't know that we would reuse the word shadow, but he is a shadow daddy.
I was like, what is there a synonym for shadow that we could come up with? We'll think on that.
Yeah. The other thing that's coming to me is like darkness, but that could really be any of them, or like dark or gray.
We don't have anything with stars in it either, do we? No.
And there's
starlight, frost and starlight.
Yeah.
Duh.
Anyway, I think there's something there. What about colorway? I feel pretty. I think purple.
I think purple too.
I think a purple. I think like a darker purple.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of a pink
fuchsia.
This is like a purple-ish.
But it's not
pink.
Purple.
No, but I'm thinking.
I'm thinking more of like, I'm gonna pull this because it's behind us. Like this kind of color.
Yes.
Sorry, can you? I don't know if you guys can see this
special edition, but I'm thinking it's gonna be. I think purple.
Okay. I'm down with the purple.
If not purple, like a really dark forest green.
I think that's too dark for the colorways that she's done thus far.
Well, I guess so.
Unless it is, and it's supposed to be a departure.
Sure.
But I don't think the reason I don't think that is gonna go that way is because they just did the re-releases of the dark covers,
and they're all black.
And I think that they will wait and then do like the back half of the series in the re-release.
Sure. Okay.
Because they'll want to make as much money off of us as we can.
So today we're recording. Today's Sunday, July the 13th. Dare you take a stab how far out we are from an announcement?
It would be interesting to see what historically it's been. I say a month. I say 4 weeks.
So by mid-August, essentially, is your... Okay. I like that. I think that would be... Wow. Crazy. That feels so soon. I think we have to have something soon, though. I think we will get something.
I think that I don't know if we get the full... I don't know if we get the release date or if we get a cover reveal.
Definitely not cover.
So you think it's release date, then cover?
I think we get...
Because they're going to tease it through holiday.
I think we will get title and date.
Next.
The same. I think that will be like... And those will come together.
Okay.
And then title, date, and then call it 8 weeks later, we will get the colorway.
So you think...
Because, these covers are not super, like...
ornate.
Right. These are pretty... simple, I would say, in terms of like comparatively to like some other stuff that we get.
And they're not gonna fuck us up and release the hardback first, right? Because these have all come out.
They've come out straight to paperback. I don't think so. I think it'll be straight to paperback.
God, please don't, Bloomsbury.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Well, but Crescent City, those are hardbacks. Hardback. But that started out hardback.
I know.
Straight to hardback. I think ACOTAR will come straight to paperback.
Okay.
I mean, I think they'll have a hardback.
Like they do for the others, yeah.
Correct. But I think it'll be straight to paperback.
But those hardbacks were reedition because they all came out in paperback first, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't a bookseller back then, so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure when we bought them, like physically, us before you were a bookseller, they were all paperback, and then you got the hardbacks.
I just think that we didn't order them. I think they were available. I just don't think it was something that I ordered because that's not typically what people want.
Well, and it's also not what we had.
Right. That's right. That's exactly right.
I think that we will get a date and a colorway next.
Oh, no title. You think they'll hold the title?
I think they'll hold the title.
Fun.
I think they'll hold the title until October, November.
Wow. That's a long time for call it February release. No. Well, when we got
I think they
Crescent
want us
City
to be
3, we got title before cover.
Okay.
You don't think they're going to do that this one?
I think they're going to tease it as long as they can.
Okay.
they want as many eyes on this as possible.
Okay.
Especially since we have been waiting for it as long as we have. I think that their marketing team is going to drag it out for us.
Okay, just like a rapid fire, really, right here at the end while we wrap it up. Do you think that we lose an Inner Circle member?
Yes.
In this next book?
I don't think we've lost anybody that important to us yet.
I agree, and I'm scared.
I think we should be.
I'm very scared.
It'll be someone we love.
It has to be, or it won't be impactful.
Yeah. So that means
don't say it.
I think that one of our bad boys.
Say it. You're wrong for that.
I don't want it to be, but I think that that's what happens.
Okay.
Or we lose them to another world, never to be seen again.
That I think is more likely.
Maybe to Crescent City, which would make sense. Like, let's say we lose Az.
Are you about to tell me that we can't get into this? No, just we have to. Do you think that Bryce and Hunt are endgame for real mates?
You know, I've seen a lot of chatter about this, and
why is their mating bond so different than everybody else's?
Well, because I think Hunt.
Slip of the tongue.
That was not a Freudian slip. I think that Hunt is different than all of our other MMCs. He comes from a different place. I think that he's different, and I think that they're in game.
What about Rowan and Aelin? They come from a different place too, but their mating bond still is the same.
But I think that we have the tie with Hunt to higher powers, shall we say? And I think that makes him different. I think that they're in game. I don't like this narrative because I fucking love Hunt Athalar.
You are a Hunt stan.
Yeah, because he's a frat boy, and like it's my weakness.
Well, that's exclusively what we dated for a very long time.
Correct.
So I get it.
But like, I want to looks Republican.
I know.
Votes
Yeah,
Democrat.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I don't, you know what? Just like you don't stand for Reese being bad, I don't stand for Hunt not being endgame.
I'm just saying that there are some incredibly compelling things on TikTok that make me think otherwise. Why did Bryce end up, she didn't show up to anybody else, right at Az's feet? And I think there's a reason for that. Also, Az is a prince of hell, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. His daddy ain't his daddy.
I would like us.
His daddy hurt him.
Yeah, I would like for us to really flesh that out. Sarah.
And how long until Lucian? See, now I'm in a rabbit hole. And Lucian, when is he going to take his rightful place in the day court? Day court? Day court. Hellion. Day court. Why? When? When's that going to happen? When are they going to have a father-son reunion that we all love and need?
In one of the next 4 books that we're going to get.
Right.
What else did you have? You were hitting me with rapid fires.
Okay. We talked about color. We talked about are we gonna lose anybody? Do we have any like hard and fast like crossover in this next ACOTAR book?
Yeah, I think Az goes somewhere.
Well, and you think that we'll have some Bryce like?
Yeah, because I think it's gonna his POV is gonna have a lot of that.
Because he's in the caves with her.
Well, right, and I think that which notoriously, in the last Crescent City book, we were like, what the fuck? There's nobody's talking about this. They're not talking about this. And I think that's going to be his world walking, is that he's then going to go back to Crescent City.
To help with the power problem that we're about to have?
Sure.
Do you think
I think he's going to find himself without a way to return.
Okay. If you could build a buddy cop duo between any 2 Sarah J Maas characters from any of the series, who are you putting together? This is so. I'm sorry.
Cassian and Therian.
Stop. You know I love Therian.
I know you do.
Love Therian.
I just think the dialogue between the two of them, it'd be like, bro.
Just growing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she's
That's
hot.
Really good.
No, she's hot.
Really hot, man.
Yeah.
But they're also both a little scared of our women, which I like.
Yeah, as they should.
Secret to marriage. Husband should be a little scared of you at all times. I'll stand by that.
Who is your buddy cop duo?
Okay, gut reaction, like right off I want Lorcan.
Of course.
I want Lorcan, the man of few words.
Yeah.
And I want to say Azrael, but those are two guys. They just never speak.
100%.
They would just be sitting in silence. But like, could you imagine a scarier duo? Those two coming for your ass? No, thank you.
I think that Lorcan and Cassian could be an interesting.
Lorcan and Cassian,
or Lorcan and Therian.
Because Cassian would just be talking his face off, and Lorcan would be like, "Hey, could you shut the fuck up?"
Yeah, 100%.
But that's not a very good pairing. I would like to say maybe I'm gonna say Danica.
Oh,
I'm gonna say Danica, R.I.P.
Okay.
And Nesta. Danica.
Wow.
No, wait. Danica and Lysandra.
Now that
two bad bitches ain't ever seen two bad bitches. Like
it would be an enemies to lovers storyline.
100%. They hate each other.
Yeah,
they hate each other
because they are the same.
Manon and Nesta.
Nesta, I
would
love
actually
Nesta,
kill each other.
but yeah, I think Manon would come out on top
without a question. Although the death mask, I don't know.
Yeah, she gonna pull that harp out and she's gonna pluck
harp,
the strings for
harp.
us.
Yeah, literally. Okay.
I just
anyway, any other thoughts? Anything else you want to put out on the internet just to live forever?
Anything I want to say that's gonna get me absolutely roasted?
Just any other
everything
final
I've
thoughts,
said is gonna get me roasted.
Final thoughts.
I can't wait. I'm ready.
So excited, Sarah. We're so happy. Thank you for proof of life. The girls were getting scared. Me, the girls. We're getting nervous.
And you know what? I'm proud of you. You are doing amazing, sweetie.
We're so
you
happy.
Enjoy the Yellowstone Club.
For real.
You enjoy it.
And now our mini episode has turned into a full episode. So
special
edition. I guess we'll see you on the other side.
Flip flop. Go read your book.
Bye.